Well, we head out to California, where a school district settles to pay $27 million in wrongful death suit of teen due to bullying.
Fuck.
And the ones who perpetrated the crime?
Well,
Their punishment?
we're waiting.
Well, they got a week stay at the Holiday Inn.
Brilliant! Thank you! Thank you!
I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this
What the hell's going on out here?
is what's next. Happy Thursday, guys. Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today. Well, this hasn't gotten much play in the last 24 hours with everything that's going on, with all the continuous shenanigans in Washington, and of course, the stupidity in the media. We go out to California, where a settlement of $27 million to a family whose teen was killed due to bullying. And the punishment of the teens who committed this heinous act, well, they can all say, well, you know, I stayed at a Holiday Inn once. And here we go. This comes out of the New York Post. California School District pays $27 million to settle suit over death of teen assaulted by fellow students. A Southern California district has agreed to pay $27 million in a settlement by the family of an 8th grade boy who died after being assaulted by 2 other students at a middle school 4 years ago. The settlement with the Moreno Valley Unified School District was announced Wednesday by lawyers for relatives of 13-year-old Diego Stoltz, who was sucker punched at Landmark Middle School in September of 2019. One of the teens struck the teenager in the head from behind as he fell, hitting his head against a pillar. The teens then continued to punch him, who died 9 days later from a brain injury. The attack was recorded on video, which I will not show. Dave Ring, an attorney for the Stoltz family, said the boy's death would have been preventable if there was anti-bullying policy in place at a school about 65 miles east of LA. And I'll talk about that in my thoughts. Quote, schools need to realize that bullying can never be tolerated, and any complaints of bullying and assault must be taken seriously, Ring said in a news release. School officials will not be commenting on a settlement, district school person Ana Velasco said in an email on Wednesday. Of course, that is the teen. And of course, these are just clips of the video of him getting punched. The district said previously that it changed its bullying reporting system and training for its employees. Yes, it's always called retro. I mean, I'm sorry, it's not retro. It's always called being reactive instead of proactive. Also, the school's principal and vice principal were replaced. Yes, they were both fired. The family's wrongful death suit claimed that Stoltz complained to the assistant principal that he was being bullied before the assault that killed him. The assailants, who were 14 at the time, entered the equivalent of guilty pleas in juvie court to involuntary manslaughter and assault with force likely to cause great bodily injury. Of course, that is his mother. That is a school. The teens spent 47 days in juvie custody. A judge declined to sentence them to more jail time, but ordered that they go undergo anger management therapy. Preventable? Absolutely. Especially if there are witnesses to the fact that Diego, went to the assistant principal, and said, this is what's happening to me. You guys need to protect me because this is ongoing. And it does happen. Bullying has been going on since schools were founded. Kids can be the cruelest of us all, even more so than adults. But when it comes to the attorney, Ring, who said, well, if anti-bullying policies were in place, this would have never happened. To me, I see that as the equivalent of saying, well, you know, if we make the city, a gun-free safe zone, well, the criminals aren't going to come in and shoot everybody. No, it doesn't happen. What were you going to do? Were you going to have 15, 20 cops, circling that school district, within that school at Landmark, roaming the halls every 5 minutes. Bullying goes on 8-9 hours a day, every single day, in every single school district, in every single state. It happens. Now, I'm not coming off nonchalant and saying, well, you know what, shit happens. No, not in this case. And not in a lot of cases, because there are a lot of teens who have been killed because of bullying. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But if you think, if you think that putting policies on paper and thinking that is going to get it done, no, absolutely not. Examples need to be made. And in this case, the teens who inadvertently, let's go that way, killed Diego. 47 days in juvie. 47 days. So let's not keep them for, 2 or 3 years in juvie to make a definitive statement. Or what you could have done also is kept them in juvie till they were 21 and then throw them in prison. You could have did that too. But that would have been just too much. That would have been too much because these teens will learn from this, Now, the story doesn't mention about the teens being thrown out of school permanently. I'm assuming that they were expelled, expunged from the school district, And if that were the case, then 47 days in juvie, and now they're off to another school district. So it's over, right? Out of sight, out of mind. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. And sadly, the Stoltz family is paying for it. They've been paying for it for the last 4 years, and they will continue to pay for it. Money will not make him come back. So, yeah, it's great. They settled for $27 million. And I don't see the school district appealing this because that would be very, very stupid. But then again, it's California and anything goes. See San Francisco. But sadly, this is going to continue. Bullying was going on when I was in grade school and in high school and what have you, for all sorts of things, from wearing glasses to wearing, not the right clothes, being too tall, being too short, being too fat, being too skinny. And anti-bullying policy, a piece of paper wasn't going to really do anything. But when you make examples out of people, that makes a statement. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. And we'll see you next time. Peace.